Previously on Resident Evil, we tried to get away from a zombie. Now the exciting conclusion. We got away from the zombie. Welcome back to Resident Evil Remake / Remaster. Remaster of the remake. Here we are.
That was a nice kitchen there. So Jacob, that reminds me. What's your favourite kitchen utensil?
What a great way to start our Resident Evil playthrough
Yeah,
episode 2.
absolutely.
I was hoping that perhaps, see that's called skill. When he grabs me, that's because of the controller, but when I get around him, that's because of skill.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I say something clever that you agree with, it's because I'm smart. When I say something stupid, it's because I'm kidding. That's how.
Tongs were my favourite kitchen utensils, by the way.
We're doing this, okay.
Yeah, because you have to do the clicks.
I do like that.
Work.
Really, that's really
Almost
satisfying.
nothing spilled. Look at that.
The bottle of wine fell onto a full wine glass and a half full Blue Lagoon and didn't spill them.
It's because I am dual wielding, Jacob, drinks like
You'll note that
Cervantes from Deep Blue
from Deep Blue Sea. That's what you're going to say. You'll note that I did not move to help you.
No, it's all good.
I've got things to do.
Yeah.
I've got places to go, mansions to explore.
Sword keys
Chris
to use.
Redfield to Chris Reynolds to free from the clutches of Jim Carrey. Who's going to get that in the comment section? Nobody. Let's move this. This item doesn't gel with everything else. That's how you know you can move it, because that's a GameCube era polygon and not a beautiful hand-painted image in the background. Like that one, that's hand-painted, so it doesn't move. This one is a polygonal object modeled in the computer and stuck in later. You really can. It's actually easier to tell on the GameCube. They've done a decent job of hiding it in this version, but on the GameCube it looks particularly out of place.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It's all part of the course.
It's like in old cartoons where you could tell what was going to explode or something, or what door they were going to go through. It's very differently painted.
Also, I should point out before the seething paragraphs in the comment section, I'm aware that little jump scare with the glass is a reference to the original game. Speaking of references, we're about to get... That's the scariest door in the game. What a scary looking door. We are about to get our second Lucio Fulci reference. This time, not Zombie 2, but The Beyond. First, I'm going to see if I need the toilet. I don't. Right. This exact moment happens in The Beyond with the bathtub zombie. Because this cutscene is rendered in the in-game engine and isn't CGI, it looks really beautiful. The CGI ones are a problem on the modern hardware because they just output at a low resolution. But yeah, the whole zombie, the desiccated corpse rising up from a bath of dirty water is in the Beyond.
Very nice. Very konnichiwa.
What? Doesn't look like it's been serviced in a while. Also, I just chundered into it, so I feel like I'm in no place to judge.
Well, I mean, it's all worth it, trauma just
for a single
to get the
defense
dagger.
item, absolutely.
Yeah. What we're going to use that dagger for? Stab it in some cunt's head.
Yeah, basically, moments from now, I'll be grabbed by another zombie, and we'll be glad that we had it.
Yeah.
That's the way I came.
You have used a lockpick.
Jill. Here's a lockpick. I love the stupid voice acting in the original. The voice acting is still bad in this version, but just not enough. Okay.
Many herbs. Many herbs.
We actually haven't got enough space for them, which is annoying. But there we go. Normally when I play this game, I just hoard health items in the item boxes. Will I do that this time?
Absolutely.
Depends how many more zombies grab me, to be entirely truthful with you.
Well, Jacob, remember, this is the game with, weird controls. Well,
honestly,
you are holding a weird control.
They're honestly fine. Like, it does feel a little off. Okay, so here's a way that they made this for babies. In the GameCube version, it just says chemical.
Oh, would you like to take a single chemical?
Would you like to take the chemical, not the chemical to use on plants?
They might as well just say chemical to use on plant X or whatever.
Yeah, honestly,
plant 42.
At this point, they may as well put Sheikah stones in this fucking game. Like, stop it. When you do remasters, stop dumbing it down for your audience.
No, let me tell you, this is exactly.
I don't want to go in there because I don't want to be squashed. That's where you get the shotgun from. But if we go back later, we can replace the shotgun with a fake one and not be squashed.
But how do you get it so that it says you are almost a Jill sandwich? Like,
Well,
you
he
can
never
get
says
pulled
that
out of
this
that
way.
room sometimes.
You can, but that like locks that entire section of the mansion up forever. So let's not do that in case you want to go back there.
Alright.
Oh, this door's annoying because you can only really go through it this way. Once you get to the other side, it's like the door handle is about to fall off.
Oh,
You can only
like
use it X
three-
number of times.
Yeah.
Is there any wine left, or did you polish it off?
No, the bottle fell.
Oh no.
Let me just. I'm still dual wielding for massive alcoholic perception S.
Thank you, Toby.
That's alright. It's an old typewriter. You can finally save your progress, Jacob.
Okay, let's save in the Man's E stairs. That's where we are right now.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently the East Wing storeroom. No, that's not what it's called. All right.
No.
GameCube version, it's called Mansion East Stairs. Don't be messing with me like that. Don't gaslight me.
Look, Jacob, this place
Only
is
thing I'm about to
obviously-
gaslight is some zombies with this kerosene, which is sort of like gas, but it's in a liquid form, like propane.
This place, though, Jacob, is obviously as big as the West, the West Wing, the White House. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why it's like the East Wing, the West Wing.
And the president is a character in Resident Evil 6. He's a zombie at the beginning.
Is he?
Yeah, and Leon's like, no, Mr. President, it's me, Leon Kennedy. It's the worst fucking thing ever. We have
That's not
we
real.
have to play Resident Evil 6.
That's
on
not
this
real.
trip.
What the fuck?
It's awful.
What the fuck?
It's so bad.
Mr. President, get
Yeah.
down!
And he's just like, oh no, Mr. President, don't make me shoot you. I'm like, Leon, you have met these creatures several times. You know that's no longer your friend, the president, who sent you to save his daughter. And even saying it out loud makes me want to... You know how...
My friend, the president.
So the other day, I was at Mr. Beano's family restaurant, right?
Of course.
And I was looking at the deep fat fryer and thinking about, isn't it weird how in some places rats jump into deep fryers willingly? And then I played Resident Evil 6 and I began to realise why they jump into fryers willingly. Because I suddenly felt that I wanted to end my life quickly, be it painfully or otherwise. What I'm saying is the game sucks. It's a bad game. It made me want to treat myself like a corn dog.
Oh. Wow.
Also, one thing that's changed, but this is just a fixing of bad grammar, so I guess that's fine, is where it said an emblem of armor in the original game. I say original, in the GameCube version, it's an emblem of an armor is carved into here.
Yeah.
Which obviously is not English.
An armor.
Yeah. An emblem of an armor. I'm like, why are you saying like that? What are you talking about that for? Guy at Capcom. Fictional person I'm going to get mad at now in the scenario I just made up.
Fucking.
Anyway, all the exciting herb combining action right here on Super Bread Brothers.
Now you got yourself a quarter of green herb.
Again, it's like marijuana.
Marriage a midge.
Me and your mam.
Me, ma'am.
Me, your mam leads. You do the maths.
What? You and your mum are going to Leeds?
Me and your mam.
Oh, you're going to Leeds
We're
with
going
my
to
mum?
yeah, we're going to Leeds.
She downstairs.
We're going to Scarborough together.
Going to the fair.
Yes, specifically the fair. Why don't the curtains move in the wind? You can hear the wind in the distance.
Stab, that's why.
I promise you I'm not this bad at this game most of the time. You know that, Toby. You've watched me do well at this game.
Well, I'm not going to start bigging up your game, considering the way that you're assured that I'm the shittest video game of all time. You didn't even miss me, man. That's what you say. So, I'm not going to big you up. No.
I didn't miss you, but what I felt for you was a longing, a melancholic longing.
So
I didn't.
It wasn't gay.
No, it was a little, but
Right.
the thing is, I didn't miss you, but the fact you weren't there made me sad.
You may want to. You're going to move yourself there, sport. I mean, I know you're getting a bit emotional there.
Shut
Where's
up!
the guy?
Will you be quiet?
It's just scared. Oh dear. I've been watching Burnt Face Man again.
Oh my god, what an iconic series.
You're gonna love that show. It's so stupid. Burnt
Alright.
gay man. I'm not gay. A picture of naked calendars.
The picture of naked calendars.
Fuck.
Okay, if you would like a naked calendar, it's only January. I think we could get some of those out on shelves by February.
It's just a blank calendar.
Yeah.
Oh, fucked it now. I'm not gay.
Is this conversation worth having any longer?
No, I mean, we've ended up talking about Burnt Face Man, and we're like half an hour into this.
Yeah, genuinely. Oh boy, they're playing my favourite game. Just.
Oh boy, the wooden mount.
Oh yeah, it's like erection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ride that into battle.
Shut your face. We take the dog whistle. It's I'm a little drunk. I was trying to think of some clever joke about coded racist messages with dog whistle, but I couldn't.
You're gonna call some bitches with that dog
No
whistle.
one would be able to get near it. As far as I can tell, the money's always hanging around the second floor. That's all I'm doing. There's no voice acting in this stream, alright?
Why does he talk like Salazar?
It drives me nuts when people do that on Let's Plays. I'm like, your audience can read, okay?
Which only means you can put a collar on.
Shut up! It's so annoying. Like, I watch these people play...
John Tolman!
Play, is it Tolman or Tolman? Probably Tolman, right? Because I knew a guy called Coleman and it was spelled like that. But there's always some Let's Play doing, like, annoying voices when they're playing Zelda or any other game where the dialogue is text rather than vocalized. Like, you could be providing any sort of insightful commentary or talking about anything other than just reading the works of better men.
You know, it's almost as bad as people reading internet horror stories in Torrent horror stories, and then doing like silly voices for like the characters that are in them.
That's the most cringe thing.
That would be like really
deeply cringe.
Like, if anyone did that for like 10 years, that'd be really cringe.
Especially if they got sick of it after like 4, but continued anyway.
Yeah, well, you know.
Here's the thing. I rather like making these Let's Play videos. I think they're fun, and I enjoy myself. I am deeply embarrassed by our creepypasta videos. That's the big difference, I think. This, don't get me wrong, I don't feel any pride doing this. I mean, this is hardly high art. Again, we're looking at something that a lot of people worked very hard.
Are you saying Resident Evil isn't high art?
No, I'm saying our Let's Play isn't high art. But to be fair, Resident Evil isn't high art in terms of its storytelling. It's like a B movie. However, I would argue that in terms of the actual quality of the product, it's amazing. This fucking guy.
We're gonna burn this guy.
Yes, we absolutely.
He's lost.
Oh my God! Will you die?
He's lost his living privileges now. He's not dead.
I will kill you a second time. She's French. Gilles Valentin.
Hello, brown face man. Thank you some pate. On my knees or hair and yeast. This guy, man, how many bullets can one guy take? And
the answer is lots. That's how many.
Is he dead?
Many.
Yeah, he's gone.
Alright, now he's on fire. So.
Well, that's the last time we'll be seeing that guy. And then back next episode.
Still be back much scarier and faster with very sharp fingernails. No, he won't, because I lit him on fire. So.
Yeah, so basically, you're responsible for him like being on fire, and I was about to drop the most fire mixtape. Like,
that's not going to happen. Toby.
No?
You made that shit up.
I mean, you never know.
Okay, here's an example of I think a really easy but rewarding puzzle. You know, it's an unlit fireplace. You found a lighter in a different room. Just remembering this is here. You found a wooden mount, and there's an interesting image up there. Like, oh, it's burning. What happens if I combine that with the wood? It's fairly obvious, I think, to first-time players. This didn't take me very long to figure out. But I think that's such a cool little puzzle.
She's saying it's quite the opposite of what Orson Welles felt when he was handed that script about the peas.
This is a lot of shit, you know that?
Shit, you know this. It's unrewarding to read. Orson Welles, yeah. It's a pea. It's an advert about peas.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I feel the opposite to him. In fact, generally, I don't feel like Orson Welles. I think that's a pretty safe bet.
No. Hey, look, the guy's gone. Fuck you. I'll be seeing you in therapy.
I can't afford therapy, so I do this. So here's a funny story about when I was in therapy, right? So I couldn't afford proper therapy, so I got free sessions. I got like 6 free sessions on the NHS, which is great because basically in the time it takes for 6 sessions, they open up all your wounds, don't have time to close them, right?
Yeah.
So on session number 6, the therapist's like, so how do you feel? You know, come to the end now. And I was like, Doc, I'm cured. This is amazing. And sort of making fun of her a bit, but she was nice about it. But she was just like, what I really mean, Jacob, is how likely are you to kill yourself between now and the time it will take for us to book you more? Which is what my therapist said. And I realised I needed a new therapist. I didn't get one in the end. I just stopped. Speaking of stopping, goodbye.